Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to Newsreel, where the truth is what we report. Tonight, we will be digging into a case that is nearly 10 centuries old.
That's right. We're taking a look back in time at the death of King Equitan.
Equitan was a king around the 12th century.
Wasn't that the medieval period?
That's right. Now, the case is not cut and dry. In fact, the only record we have of this particular case is a poem written by Mary de France.
I thought she was from England. Didn't she write Breton Lace after the Norman conquest?
Actually, we do know that she lived in England for at least a portion of her life. We also know through her writings that she was well versed in Latin, French, English, and the laws and customs of Anglo-Norman nobility of the 12th century.
Here's what we know about the Equitan case. King Equitan was burned to death in the bathtub of scalding water where he hid from his knight.
According to Mary de France, the king was messing around with the knight's wife, leading the authorities to believe that the knight had motive to kill the king.
Now, the knight is spending life in prison to pay for his crime. But tonight, we are prepared to show you testimonial footage that could change the outcome of this case, as the knight's lawyer is asking for a retrial.
Oh, I didn't kill him. Sure didn't. But if I'd known he was messing with my wife, I would have killed him a long time ago. I would have done a better job of it too. Would have given him a man's death, that cowardly, blue-blooded imbecile. He ruined a perfectly good bathtub. You know how much that's going to cost me to replace? Now, I've got respect for the king, but guess what? He ain't king no more. I'd make a great king. All the people in town would talk about what a great king I was, sleeping with my wife. Does he think he can do that just because he's more noble than I am? You don't see him trying to sleep with God's wife or have an affair with King Vitamin's wife. Why should I be the one out here taking care of the land and whatnot while he's hunting and fishing and drinking and drugging and sinning? No more! He got what he deserved. And as usual, I'm here to clean up the mess. Well, he ain't king no more.
Well, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be caught on the wrong side of his sword.
I think I'd take my chances with Grendel.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Never before heard testimony from the knight.
But that's not all. We have also obtained never before seen footage of testimony from the knight's wife.
Let me tell you about the king. He was always out hunting and fishing when he should have been taking care of business. My sweet knight had to do everything. He was always picking up the king's slack. It's like he should have been king. Our king didn't do anything. Could you imagine if we'd actually been attacked by Vikings? And he was always asking to come over. He kept coming on to me, and I said no, of course, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. And then he tried to kill my knight. And now they're gonna give my husband life in prison? He wouldn't hurt a fly. He's my big, sweet, strong knight. He wouldn't hurt anyone. And then Marie de France has the gall to say I was having an affair. Please.
Well, Dale, that is quite a contrast from Mary de France's testimony. This certainly adds a new dimension to the case.
I'll say. Looking at her, I can see why the king fell in love at first sight.
You heard it right here on Newsreel. New information on the death of Equitan informs the public on the need for a retrial.
An innocent man spends his life in prison for a crime he didn't commit.
But wait, this just in, never before seen testimony from the king after his death.
Roll the film.
Thank you for tuning in to Newsreel, where the truth is what we report. And I want to give a quick word out to our sponsors, Austin Peay State University.
Where the truth is what you'll learn.
I said it wrong.
Where education is what you'll learn.
Protect yourself is something hard to prove. I'm trying to make money, shaking hands, make raps and socialize. I'm pounding that paper